Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kal Halayim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaRachakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last seconds of time. Shalom. All right. And this lesson is going to be entitled, Through the Spirit, the elect will be scattered across the four corners of the earth for deliverance. The elect, of the house of Israel will be scattered across the four corners of the earth for deliverance. All right, Lord willing, this message be edifying. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse 1. And after these things I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. All right. And that's likened unto the destruction, all right, that's going to embrace and unleash on the planet Earth, man. Okay. Leading up into that third woe, World War III. All right. So you have the angels that are holding back the four winds, ultimately this destruction, until the elect is sealed across the four corners of the earth, man, for that deliverance. Okay. Now let's get this real quick. In the book of Mark, the 8th chapter, when Yahushua healed the blind man, all right, and he looked up and this is what he saw. This is Mark 8:23. And he took the blind man by the hand. I'm going to start at 22. And he cometh to Bethsaida, and they bring a blind man unto him and besought him to touch him. And he took the blind man by the hand and led him out of the town. And when he had spit on his eyes and put his hands upon him, he asked him if he saw aught. And he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking. So the blind man that Yahushua, whom the word isn't really called Jesus Christ, the blind man that he healed looked up and saw men as trees walking. So the latter end of this verse says that the wind should not, Revelation 7:1, the latter end, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. All right, which goes into the Lord's men, the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. All right, the Lord is preserving them, from this destruction by that Ezekiel 9:4, all right, that mark of exemption. It says, verse 2, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with the loud voice of the four angels, Salakia, to the four angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, right, with these plagues, man, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. You see, and how ultimately is the Lord going to seal the servants, all right, in their foreheads with this truth, man, with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, all right, with that mark of exemption like Ezekiel 9:4 goes into, all right. And the title of this lesson is the elect of the house of Israel will be scattered across the four corners of the earth for deliverance. And that's what this chapter is going into, all right. Verse 4, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and they were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Now keep that word tribes in mind, because it says we're sealed 144,000 of all the tribes. And it goes from verse 5, all right, through 8, going into the different tribes of Israel, and the 12,000 from each, which were the Lord's men and are the Lord's men, to this day across the four corners of the earth, as it is written. Get this really quick. Matter of fact, I'm going to save that one until I jump down. I'm going to jump down to Revelation 7:9. I'm going to just read. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. And you have those that'll come up and place an argument and say, well, it says which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne. So that means that, all right, that you're going to have believers from all different nations, meaning what? Chinese, okay, Esau, Edom, all right, Ishmael, okay, Elam, so forth, Ammon, and so forth, man. No, man. This is talking about the 12 tribes of Israel, because this is what this chapter is specifically going into. I'm going to read verse 4 again. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Now, when it reads in verse 9, it says, after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and peoples and tongues. That is right. Absolutely correct. You will have Israelites, okay, coming out of all these different nations, all right, and different peoples speaking different tongues, right? And I'm going to prove that, because the argument that people will come up with is that these other nations can be saved, all right? They'll use this to say that these other nations can be saved, which is not so, man. Salvation is only for the house of Israel. So I'm going to read Revelation 7 and 9 in the NLT. It says, after this I saw a vast crowd, too great to count, right? Which is speaking of the Israelites, as it is written, all right, we're numbered as the sand of the sea. It says, too great to count, from every nation and tribe and people. There that word tribe goes, okay? I said to keep that in mind, because it further goes in to clarify that this verse right here, Revelation 7 and 9, is talking about the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, it says, from every nation and tribe and people and language, standing in front of the throne and before the Lamb, which is Yahushua, all right, they were clothed in white robes and held palms in their hands. That's right, man. Symbolizing the victory that we received over the beast and his image, man, and his charagma, okay? Victorious in Yahushua, man. All right? So let's get this really quick. Let's go to 2nd Esdras, chapter 4. Let me get this really quick. Matter of fact, let me get this one really quick. Before I go into 2nd Esdras, bear with me, Akim. I'm going to grab the book of Isaiah, the 11th chapter. Let me get this first. This is Isaiah 11, all right? And I'm going to start at 10. It says, Isaiah 11 and 10. And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek. And that's talking about the Israelite foreigners, okay? Because we know only let's do the math. If only Israel could be saved, all right, then this Gentiles is talking about the Israelite foreigners, because only Israel will be able to seek the Most High, man. It says, to it shall the Gentiles seek. That's right. It says, and his rest shall be glorious. That's right, man. Prince of Peace, Isaiah 9 and 6 goes into that, man. Wonderful Counselor. And the government shall be upon his shoulders, because that's what Yahushua is coming to proclaim, man. The government of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, all right, for and towards the nation of Israel, okay? So you're going to have the elect scattered across the four corners of the earth for deliverance, man, coming out of different nations. You're going to have Israelites that look like so-called Chinese, right? That look like so-called Arabs. That look like so-called Edomites, man. Because as is written, all right, Israel is many nations, basically. All right, I'm going to get that in Genesis. After I read this, it says, and it shall come to pass in that day, verse 11, Isaiah 11 and 11, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. You see? And that's what's happening now, man. How is the Lord gathering, all right, the remnant that's left from Assyria and Egypt and all these different countries, Pathros, Cush, Elam, Shinar, Hamath, right? He's gathering the elect from amongst these different nations, these different tongues, man. All right? And bringing them to the common denominator, which is what? Yahweh Bahashem Yahawashi. All right? And we see that going on across the four corners. You have different camps bringing out on different parts of the world, man. All right? Australia, London, Jamaica, Virgin Islands, Suriname. All right? Italy, Rome, and so on and so forth, man, because prophecy is being fulfilled. The Lord is gathering up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Israelites speaking different tongues, looking like different nations, all right, on the planet Earth, man. His remnant, as it reads here, okay. Now, I just want to see if there's something on this in the NLT, and I'm going to just get that one in Genesis, man, all right, with Jacob, okay. This is Isaiah 11 and 11. I'm going to start at 10 in the NLT. It says, "In that day, the heir to David's throne will be a banner of salvation to all the world. The nations will rally to him, and the land where he lives will be a glorious place. In that day, the Lord will reach out his hand a second time to bring back the remnant of his people." You see, the remnant of his people, those who remain in Assyria and northern Egypt, in southern Egypt, Ethiopia, and Elam, and Babylonia, Hamath, and all the distant coastlands. So you're going to have Israelites scattered in all these different lands, man. All right? It said, read it again, to bring back the remnant of his people, those who remain. So they're still there now to this day, man. All right? But guess what? Guess what is bringing them out of those lands spiritually and ultimately going to bring them to deliverance, man? The name Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Verse 12 in the NLT, he will raise a flag among the nations and assemble the exiles of Israel. He will gather the scattered people of Judah from the ends of the earth. That's right, man. The Lord is going to assemble us. And how is he ultimately assembling us right now? Through this word, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, as it is written. Let me see. It's in Psalms, I believe. Psalms. This is Psalms. I'm going to start at 19 and 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, Dawadah. The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day utter its speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them had he set a tabernacle for the sun, which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race. All right. And that line that has gone out via the internet, via the World Wide Web, man, across the four corners. All right. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, starting with the apostles of GMS, man. All right. Bringing it out on YouTube. Now you have camps all over the world, man. All over the planet Earth, man. Calling on Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Prophesying the downfall of America. All right. Telling you not to take the charagma. Telling you to fear Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. All right. That's what the Spirit of the Lord does on the planet Earth. All right. Now let's go to Genesis chapter 35. All right. And I'm going to start at 9. Just going into basically you'll have Israelites looking like other nations amongst different nations, as is written. All right, let me get this really quick. My heritage. This is Jeremiah 12:9. Mine heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field. Come to devour. Okay? So the Lord's heritage is like unto a speckled bird, man. Many different shades, man. All right? Different colors, man. Okay? And that's the Lord's people, man. You see them coming out of different nations, man. All right? Looking like other nations. That's the spirit of the Lord. This is Genesis 35:9. And the Lord said unto him, thy name is Jacob. I'm going to start at 9. Genesis 35:9. And the Lord appeared unto Jacob again when he came out of Padanaram and blessed him. And the Lord said unto him, thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel. And the Lord said unto him, I am the Lord Almighty. Be fruitful and multiply. A nation and a company of nations shall be of thee, and kings shall come out of thy land. You see, a nation and a company of nations shall be thee, man. All right. And that's the Lord's people. Let me get it really quick. This is Genesis 32:12. All right. It says, and thou saidest, Salakim. Here we go. I'm going to start at verse 10, Genesis 32. I'm going to start at 9. And Jacob said, O power of my father Abraham and power of my father Isaac, the Lord which has said unto me, return unto thy country and to thy kindred, and I will deal with thee. I am not worthy of the least of all the mercies and of all the truth which thou hast showed unto thy servant. For with my staff I passed over this Jordan, and now I am become two bands. Deliver me, I pray thee, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau, for I fear him, lest he will come and smite me and the mother with the children. And thou saidest, I will surely do thee good, and make thy seed as the sand of the sea, which cannot be numbered for multitude, man. You see? And that's the nation of Israel, man. We cannot be numbered, man. Let me see. Here we go. This is Hosea 1:10. All right. It's the one. Hosea 1:9. It says, then said the Lord, call his name Lo-Ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your power. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power. And that's what that Revelation, the 7th chapter, is going into, man. All right, the sons of the living power, the sons of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. All right, 12,000 from each tribe, man. Okay, looking like other nations, but calling upon the name of the Lord, man. All right, coming out from different nations, as it read in the book of Isaiah, the 11th chapter, man. All right, I want to get this one quick because this is another one I go to and I use. All right, to just go into Israel being scattered, man. This is James 1:1. It says, James, a servant of the Lord and of the Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeting. All right, now I want to get that word scattered. Okay, this is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 1. All right, I'm going to read it in NLT first. It says, this letter is from James, a slave of the Lord and of the Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach. I am writing to the 12 tribes, Jewish believers scattered abroad, greeting. Now I want to get that word scattered in the Strong's.
Strong's G1290. Diaspora. Strong's G1290.
Diaspora. It says a scattering, dispersion, diaspora, it says of Israelites dispersed among foreign nations. It says of Israelites dispersed among foreign nations. Now let's read it again. Back in Revelation, the 7th chapter. This is Revelation 7 and 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, right, which no man could number, of Israelites, a great multitude of Israelites, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people. What we just read was the scattered, right, diaspora, and tongue, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands. Now let's read it again. Diaspora, of Israelites dispersed among foreign nations. You see, of Israelites dispersed amongst foreign nations. All right, now I want to get this one really quick as well. This is Acts 3:25. It says, ye are the children of the prophets and of the covenant which the Lord made with our fathers, saying unto Abraham, and in thy seed shall all the kindreds of the earth be blessed. Now I want to get that word kindred, all right, in a strong as well. It's that word kindred.
Strong's G 3965. Patria.
Patria, or like patriarch. It says lineage running back to some progenitor, ancestry, a nation or tribe, a group of families, all those who in a given people lay common to a common origin. It says the Israelites, which distributed into 12 tribes, which are the diaspora, all right, Israelites among foreign nations. It says descended from the 12 sons of Jacob. These were divided into families, which were divided into houses. So that's the kindreds that is talking about in the book of Acts chapter 3, all right, verse 25. Now let's get this quick one as well, just going into how the Lord is going to gather his elect from across the four corners. All right. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 36. Let me see. Verse 24. It says, I'm going to start at 23. So like I'll start at verse 22, Akim. It says Ezekiel 36 and 22. 21, I'll start. But I had pity for mine holy name, which the house of Israel had profaned among the heathen, whither they went. You see, so the Lord said what? He had pity upon his name because, all right, you have Israelites scattered among these heathen nations and they're profaning the name of the Lord, man. All right. Okay, but how is the Lord going to call them out of that? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, through prophecy, man. And they're not going to profane the name of the Lord anymore. They're going to be raised up and be sealed, man, and be of that number that is talking about in Revelation 7 and 9, man. All right. That multitude that no man could number. It says Ezekiel 36 and 22. Therefore it said, say unto the house of Israel, thus said the Lord Yahweh, I do not this for your sakes, O house of Israel, but for mine holy name's sake, which ye have profaned among the heathen, which ye went. That's right, which you were scattered amongst the heathen. It says, and I will sanctify my great name, which was profaned among the heathen, which ye have profaned in the midst of them. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, said the Lord Yahweh, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes. And the heathen, these heathen nations are seeing so-called people that look like them, that you will see from a face value and say, okay, this is an Arab, this is a Chinese person. They're calling on the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Esau doesn't have the power to do that, man, to accomplish something so marvelous, all right, and miraculous on the planet Earth, man. Only the Spirit of the Lord can do that, all right, and sanctify his name. It says, said the Lord Yahweh, when I shall be sanctified in you before their eyes, for I will take you from among the heathen and gather you out of all countries and will bring you into your own land. You see? Then I will sprinkle water clean upon you And ye shall be clean from all your filthiness, and from all your idols will I cleanse you. That's right, man. The Lord is doing that through the word right now. And ultimately, we're going to be further cleansed by those incorruptible celestial bodies, man. All right? In the kingdom of heaven, man. The Lord is going to sanctify us, put the law in our inward parts, as it's going to say, and I will walk, and I will put my spirit within you. So like in verse 26, a new heart will I give you, and a new spirit will I put within you. And I will take away the stony heart of your flesh, and I will give you an heart of flesh. And I will put my spirit within you, and cause you to walk in my statutes, and ye shall keep my judgments and do them. That's right, man, because the laws are going to be written in our inward parts, man. All right, we're gonna go from this glory to another glory, man. All right, this estate to a higher estate, man, which is the kingdom of heaven, which is those indestructible bodies, man. Can't wait, Akim. All right, and the Lord is working a wonderful work in these days by just gathering the elect. All right, via His word. All right, via the World Wide Web, through the Spirit and power. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, from the apostles on down to the least of us, man. From across the four corners of the earth for deliverance. All right. Samai, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Ahud. Hero Israel, the Lord our power is one Lord. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. All right. Call Loyim Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Harachakwadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last seconds of time. Shalom.